Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we've got the Challenge Cup quarter-final preview. Yep, that's right, quarter-finals of the Challenge Cup, and there's some big teams in this competition. I know it's the second stream, but there is still some solid teams in here and some pretty good game matchups. So yeah, let's get into the video. If you've not seen the Champions one, go and check that one out. That was a banger. That looks like a banger weekend. But yeah, let's get right into it, and we'll start off with Gloucester versus Ospreys. Gloucester Ospreys at the King's Home in Gloucester. Both teams winning the quarter-final round of 16 games. Gloucester beating Castres 30 points to 25, so quite a tight game there, but Gloucester getting the win, and Ospreys again beating Sale Sharks 23-15, so a couple of big wins for both teams there. And I think that both of these teams have been pretty good in Europe. They've kind of been mixed this season, not that great in the league, not bad though, but pretty solid in Europe. I think this could be a game and a half as well. Oh, excuse me. But if I had to pick one, I probably would pick Gloucester at home. In Europe, they've looked pretty solid. I don't think they've lost a game yet in the Challenge Cup. So, yeah, I think this will continue. Ospreys, though, they have a shot. They seem to go on these mad European runs quite often. They did it last year in the Champions Cup, which was quite incredible. And, yeah, next up, we've got Clermont at home to Ulster. Ulster, obviously, a drop-down team from the Champions. Clermont coming through the pools, beating everyone by Gloucester. Now, if we look at the round of 16, Clermont got a big win over Cheaters, winning 27-22, and Ulster beating Montpellier, coming back after being down at half-time, winning 40 points to 17, so big win there for Ulster. I think this could be a tight game. In France, though, I mean, take your pick, to be honest with you. Both of these teams seem to be... Oh, excuse me. Both of these teams seem to be quite on and off, so, it can depend on what day they're on. In France, I would side with Clermont, but if Ulster pull off a big performance, it's well in their grasp to win this game. But I'm going to slightly side towards the French team. Next up, we go to South Africa with an all URC affair as the Sharks host Edinburgh. What a game this will be. I mean, they played each other about 3 weeks ago in the league. Sharks winning quite comfortably in that. However, as an Edinburgh fan, I felt like we didn't actually play that well. Now, Sharks getting an absolutely massive win over Zebra in the round of 16. Edinburgh getting a pretty solid win over Bayonne. So, yes, it is in South Africa, so you probably would fancy the South Africans. However, Edinburgh played really well in the second half against Bayonne, and I'm convinced that if they play like that in this game, they may well win it. So we'll have to wait and see. Going to South Africa is not an easy task, but I think if anyone can do it, it will be Edinburgh. However, if I have to pick one, I would probably still side with the Sharks. And then last, but definitely not least, we have Benetton at home to Connacht, another all URC affair. Benetton getting a big win over the Emirates Lions, and I'm just about to sneeze, so I'll pause the video. Or I'm not. 27-17 to the Italians, what a big win for them. And Connacht also getting a win in France against Pau, which is a huge result, winning 40 points to 30. So yeah, who knows with this game. Both teams are very on and off. Benetton, they were really good at the start of the season. They were sitting second in the URC, but they've dropped off a little bit, kind of since the Six Nations. I don't know why I'm yawning all the time at the minute. It's only when I'm recording as well. But they've dropped off since the Six Nations. Now, Connacht, they've been on and off all season. I would probably side with the Irishmen slightly. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Benetton do it. And yeah, that is the thoughts for this video. So I've got Gloucester to beat Ospreys, Claremont to beat Ulster, Sharks to beat Edinburgh, and Connacht to beat Benetton. However, it could be tight. There's quite a few of these that could swing either way, which is unlike the champions. With 3 out of the 4 games, I'm almost pretty confident in my predictions. So yeah, that's always good to see. I like in later knockout stages, quarterfinals, semi-finals, final, when you can't predict it. It's just a better game. And I understand if you're a supporter of one of these teams, you really want to sit here, you know, as an Edinburgh fan, I really want to sit here and go, oh, I think we will quite comfortably beat Sharks, but we're not gonna. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, I shall see you later. Oh, there's a sneeze. Bye bye.